Wow, it's been a rough week for both you and me. I mean, your kicker did well, so you got that going for you. But he did beat you pretty badly, and you didn't even get half his points. Are you even listening to me?
What? Oh, sorry. Trey Sermon's got his own podcast. That was the new theme music, reimagined by Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. And now, the news.
Ed O has a much better week after starting out the season 0-1.
Ed's mouth is all healed up, and he puts it to good work, blowing Patty's Swift Family Robinson up 117-94.
Although Ed got double digits across his offensive starters, he left his two highest scoring wide receivers on his bench.
Patty also left his highest scorer, Tony Pollard, on his bench. Patty falls to 0-2. Ouch.
Maybe it's slow internet in Paulsbo?
Probably not. Ian is back again with the highest score in the league, double digits across all his defensive starters, but that's not really news since he lets us know about it on every single point he ever scores.
Jeff, on the other hand, had the lowest score of the league this week with Dak, Tyreek, and all of his running backs falling short of expectations.
Quitter Boy lines up 6 players with over 19 points each, including 39 out of Brady and 36 out of Cooper Kupp.
You know, if you roster bait too much, you might go blind.
Undefeated Beyonce goes up against Shan next week to see if he can keep that goat dick energy a-flowing.
Kyle sucks it up after a disappointing week 1 loss, raising his score to 150 from 120 last week.
Team Woo Girls continue to let Russell Wilson cook, but some single-digit points prove insufficient to topple Kyle and his buttercups.
Both teams somehow managed to get 16 or more points out of their defense, and both teams stand at 1-1.
Kyle takes on the Auto Draft bots next week. One of those teams will come away 2-1.
Florida's gonna Florida. Deja continues her winning streak with huge numbers out of Lamar and the league's top scorer, Derrick Henry, with 47 points.
Carrie Ann staged a late Monday comeback with 41 points out of Aaron Jones, but fell just 7 points away from stealing the show.
Carrie Ann drops to 0-2, while the globe-trotting Deja is tied for first place with an undefeated record.
It's unfair. She sets her lineup from the beach and she keeps winning. I gotta put a stop to that next week.
Go you.
Nick the Auto Drafter somehow doubled his score from last week with 34 points out of Rodgers and 22 from his kicker?
Yeah, Nick's kicker scored more than any of my fucking starters. Fuck my life, and I fucking hate football.
Sacco's gonna sacco. 109 points just isn't gonna get you there when the Autobots put up 163 on the board.
Nick and I both sit at 1-1, but hey, I made a trade.
Yeah, Veronica trades players with Jeff, who it turns out she plays next week. Tune in next week to find out if either of them have regrets.
And finally, we have Shan-Chi versus Miles Bot. Last week, 101 points was enough to get Shan the win over Ed.
This week, 104 points just won't cut it. Shan's receivers pulled in some good numbers, but just 14 out of Tannehill? Shan, your team name has more points than most of your starters. Do better.
Miles also does well in receiving points from Julio and Juju, plus 39 from Kyler Murray. But 112 points just isn't very impressive. Miles, you're not even the highest scoring robot in the league. Do better.
Shan looks to give the GOAT his 3rd win, while Miles hopes to give Patty his 3rd loss.
Do better! Next week, Deja and Ian look to continue their undefeated statuses.
Patty and Carrie Ann seek to end their winless records.
Everybody else is 1-1. Is glass half empty or half full?
Either way, some of those glasses are gonna
Get rich!